的地と標的は把握しています。
Curbing the enemy's weak points post haste.
信号は安定、即戦即決。
I shall ensure the integrity of the law.
Many intellectuals must...
Every look you take has value.
Just like the old days? No.
Destruction is the most naive.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. One should strike and sunder the tides cleft. Retract and leave no peace bereft.
This won't hurt your eyes.
At your command, unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
Don't doubt your own judgment. The battlefield is all around you.
Then leave it written across your face.
At your command, strike and sunder the tides cleft. Retract and leave no peace bereft.
Understood. Destruction is the most naive behavior.
Let's establish I can read you like an open book.
Strike and sunder the tides cleft. Retract and leave no peace bereft. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
僕の番ですね。
Very well.
Strike!
And hang in there. The treatment will be done in no time.
Understood. Destruction is the most naive behavior.
Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn.
Fool! For what reason?
Every look you take has value.
The performance will begin soon, but it seems our
Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
Killing is but the last resort.
as doleful as a clarinet.
Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
Seize the moment. The battlefield is all around you. Where
Annihilation is the most common result.
1,000 moves in one breath.
Understood.
still haunts my mind.
After all this time, you still tend...
My
coach might give the bad guys a new leaf to turn over.
The slip.
Made up your mind?
I was born flesh of blade, the flesh to flay.
1,000 moves in one breath.
I was born to fight. I was born to fight.
Time for a clinical test.
これで分かったでしょ
Annihilation is the most common result.
When prescribed, my potion might give the bad guys a new leaf to turn over.
How very timing.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
Order acknowledged.
I ain't one for battle, but treating?
Seize the moment. Enough. Time to end this.
Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
As long as I can help.
Very well.
問題ないよいや悪いね僕は別に信徒じゃないよ
Killing is but the last of
After all this time, you still tend to
Destruction is the most naive behavior.
I was born flesh of blade, the flesh to flay.
Seize the moment.
問題ないよ
Time for a clinical test of my new meds. When prescribers keep the shot.
竜さんの復讐終わったのです
信号は安定いや悪いね僕は別に信徒じゃないよ
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
The performance will begin soon, but it seems our audience can't contain themselves.
1,000 moves in one breath.
What are you planning?
Fool, for what reason hast thou come?
Your request annihilation is the most common result.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
Made up your mind?
信号は安定これで分かったでしょ
The slip of a thrust of whip. How very timing. I'm fully prepared.
Stronger dynamics.
Your request violated taboos hold no power.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
Liuさんの感触を覚えています。演習で復讐終わったのです。
Curbing the enemy's weak points.
感情は勝利をもたらすことはありません。
I was the thrust of whip, the sword to rip.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
Enough. Time to end this.
The performance will begin soon, but
Strike! And sunder the tides cleft. retract and leave no peace bereft.
Your request is target confirmed.
Very well.
信号は安定。誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
Understood. Your request is reasonable.
了解です。
At your disposal.
I was decapitator. Our sacrifices were not in vain.
即戦即決。
Strike! And sunder the tides cleft. Retract and leave no peace bereft. A thousand moves in one breath.
信号は安定。いつでも行けるよ。
Curbing the enemy's weak points post haste. The intel, don't leave it written across your face. The intel work began long beforehand.
Strike! And sunder the tides cleft. Retract and leave no peace bereft.
A thrust of whip, the sword to
終わったのです。
Strike!
戦うのに何を得られるというのでしょうか。
Every look you take has value. The intel work began long beforehand.
A slip of the mind is the difference between life and death.
Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
The intel, don't leave it written across your face.
Time for a clinical test of my new meds.
Stronger dynamics.
Hinfort aus meinem Kopf!
As long as I can help, hang in there. The treatment will be done in no time.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
When prescribing, I always go double down.
After all this time,
My potion might give the bad guys a new leaf to turn.
How very tiring.
The intel, don't leave it written across.
こう見えて僕のため。
終わったのです。
Made up your mind?
Fool! For what reason hast thou come?
Order acknowledged. 復讐終わったのです。
Let's establish a code.
主の名を掲げ、この旗の下へ集え。
As great mind is blinded by hatred.
信号は安定。即戦即決。
Mission accomplished.
僕たちがいいパートナーになるって